And my idea was to form a band that everybody in the band had to sing as well as play. So we found Walt Anderson and Doc, and we found John Pillock, who played sax, and Woody played the drums. Well, and we found Jimmy Loomis, but the problem with Woody was he had a problem with drugs, and he was gone within a week. He wasn't even there. And then we needed a drummer, and we got a hold of Walt Caldwell. So Doc and Walt came down the street, and we were just winding up. And they stood there for a while and listened. I didn't know who they were. And so they said, look, hey man, we need a drummer. We're playing right up the street here. If you could come down and sit in with us, you know, and finish the night out. So I said, well, okay. Well, I set my drums home with the group that I was playing with. And I went on up to Hollywood Park with Doc and Walt. And went on in and walked up on the bandstand, and Doc says, do you know this song? I said, well, just count it. And he did, and we just clicked. What made us unique was that we all sang. And the other part of it is that we did songs that no one else would do. We did Oh Happy Day. There wasn't a six-piece band in America doing Oh Happy Day. I always surrounded myself with, that's what made me, was the guys I surrounded myself. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew if I surrounded myself with good musicians, that was the way to go. That would bring success to all of us. We did platters, we did drifters. We did things that were indigenous to the black community. And that's what made us so popular within the black community, because when you heard us do it, it was exactly the way the record was. And that's why people enjoyed coming to see us. We sounded like the record. And that was important to me.
So we weren't afraid to tackle anything. We might rehearse 2 days to get a song right back then. Obviously, we can't do that now, but back when we were playing full time, we were able to do that. And we were able to just concentrate on our harmonies and make sure everybody had the right notes. And then we did fresh material before it really hit the mainstream CAO top 40 or anything. Well, we had a jump on everybody, I think, in that respect.
Well, we sang, we played, we danced, we interacted with each other on stage, and we had fun. And we motivated the people to have fun too. We moved them to have fun when they come to see us.
When I first joined up with Tommy Vann and the Echoes, I think that was 1963. I was working in a band up in Aberdeen area. I knew Walt Anderson. I'd worked with him before. And Tommy, what can I say, great singer. It was just a lot of fun people. And then we got Walt in the band, and that was it. Just magic.
But we always just had two saxophone players. Never, from the history of the very beginning, there had never been more than two. No brass players. And I think that the most unique thing is that I noticed is that when you have only two saxophone players and you don't have to rely on a lot of horns, you got to do a whole lot more. And you got to sing more, you got to entertain more, you have to, you know, just basically cover songs that you don't have a lot of musicians to cover. And even when Mickey Reed was with the band, he started out as a saxophone player, and then he became a vibe player too. So having a vibe player in the band at that time was really remarkable.
Mickey Reed. And here's a guy that comes in, not only plays great sax, but has the great talent to be able to play the vibes. I said, as soon as I saw him, handsome, great player, plays vibes, sings like a bird. I said, this guy is it. Went to Hollywood Park, and we started working, and everybody that was in the business came to see us. Everybody. And worked there, too. They said, who's this group from Baltimore? People from New York and Philly would come down to see us. It was really unbelievable. And then all of a sudden, I'm working with the Drifters and the Coasters and the Platters and the Four Tops and the Temptations and Smokey.
Yeah, it's like a blissful, with Tommy Vann, it was like a blissful musical marriage that fell apart after 5 years, like some marriages do.
On a block, all of the kids call her flamingo, 'cause her hair glows like the sun, and her eyes can light the sky. When she walks, she moves so fast. Birds begin to sing, the sun comes out to shine. I'm hoping that forever you'll be mine. How come I'm so in love with you? How come I'm so in love with you? How come I'm so in love with you?
Walt Anderson had played with Tommy Vann and the Boss Band a year ago, a year and a half ago. He filled in. And I was so glad to see him. I was so glad to have him play with us. And he said, why don't we get the group back together? And I said, yeah, you know something? I think it's time. It's probably a good idea. And that's how it started.
I became involved with the Tommy Vann and the original Echoes show because I met with Walt Anderson, and Walt came up with an idea. He said, John, would you like to throw a dance and have all the original Echoes there? And I thought about it, and we talked about it, and I thought about it, and I thought, hey, that might be a good idea. And I was just curious to see what would happen when they all get on stage 50 years ago and what they are now. And all of them, it's all the original Echoes. They're all here today, and it's just wonderful.
When I talked to some of the guys, I had told them that we had a core with having Bobby, a keyboard player that worked with Tommy. And I said, well, this gives us the perfect opportunity to pull something together, because we had a good bass and with someone actually knowing all his material, and I thought we could flow into that real well, and it worked that way, and everything came together.
The only challenge I saw here was actually putting together a song list for both show dates. When you get professional guys like this together that have years of musical experience and knowledge, the challenge is easy.
But here, 45 years later, we're back, and we're back together, and I've renewed my energy in music, and we're doing the blissful sounds of Tommy Vann the Echoes again.
And I start getting more calls from Walt Anderson. I go, hey, it's coming together. People want to do it. People want to do it. Okay, are you in? I says, I'm in. You know, put me down. So here I am. Back in the B-boy.
You get a sense of pride that you're in a special band and with a special situation, and that's all you can just only feel it, and the emotion comes on.
I was excited. I was excited when I first played with the group 50 years ago, you know, and to be united with the guys again. It was, you know, words can't describe how excited I am right now.
Catching up to me. I want to run, but then I change my mind. So take a good look at my face. You see the silence out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace. Tracks of my dream. But don't fall down. Continue on and lose our glory. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Just run and stay.
All of the childish crap that went on in our breakup was washed away by this whole weekend. And that made it so wonderfully gratifying to, I think, all of us. It did to me anyway. We are friends. We're a band of brothers. And we are very tight. So I think that's what came out of this. Great resolve, and we pulled it off. And I'm happy.